Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're live.
See if anybody can see us.
Can anybody see us and hear us okay? I'm not sure how to look at the comments on here. And saying hi.
Hi.
Hello, good morning. Let's see who's watching us.
It's 7.
Right, let me know if you can see me. And if you can hear me okay.
We're not sure because we're on something different.
It just looks a bit different, the screen, to what it normally does. Here we go. Oh, big yawn. We've not started our day yet, really, and you're tired? There's the comments coming up there. You say hi to Benny and Emily.
Hi.
Hello, Lena. Lena, is the sound okay and the video okay?
Hello.
Hello.
Ziggy the monster not here.
Ziggy the monster's not here. You wish he was, didn't you? Don't you? Even. I'm just going to move this banner a little bit this way. Hides the mess. Shut this door.
But you shut that door a minute ago.
No.
That's better.
That's better. No, so shall we say hello and what our names are? So I'm Jen from Little Learners Manchester North.
I'm Marnie. I'm Holly.
You're Holly. I'm Marnie.
And we have got a hat called Ernie Penny.
And we've got a hamster called Ernie Penny that you like to mention, don't you, when we're on here?
We wanted a hat because we was a name for him and we called him Ernie.
Okay, we'll leave
we
it then.
didn't want a hamster, we just wanted a pet. That was
Okay, so this morning I thought we would do a bit of messy play, but arts and crafts as well. And we're going to use just fingerprints, show you fingerprints like this. So just this pad of your little one's fingers, or even the tips sometimes. And we're going to use it to make some cute little pictures that I thought, because obviously fingerprints are unique and your little one's fingers are so tiny right now, that it'd be nice to make a picture that you can keep and even maybe put in a frame, and it's a bit of a talking point and it's something that you can keep and look back on. I've got 3 pieces of artwork to show you, all using fingerprints. Have you got your paint ready? A tiny little bit of each colour. We've just put out a tiny bit, because you only need as much as you're going to use on the tip of your finger. And the first thing I want to show you is, I think I thought I was quite clever thinking of this. And all I've done is drawn a house in a black pen. I hope you can see. And then I've used each of our family's fingerprints to make a little person stood outside. So it's a little lockdown piece of artwork. So there's my husband's massive thumb or finger he's used there. And the girls and we all used our own fingerprint. No, you don't need to see. And then we just used the tip of our finger. We mixed up like a skin colour for the heads, and we just tapped to do a little head for each person. And then I've used a really fine Sharpie, called a fine point Sharpie, just to give them a little bit of hair each. So Marnie's got curls, Holly's got a little ponytail, and it's everyone in our family's fingerprint at this time. So I thought that's a nice little keepsake,
It
and
looks,
you can have a go at that.
it looks like Daddy's got a banana skin on his head.
I wasn't very good at drawing his hair, was I? So that was the first piece of artwork I wanted to share with you, but the one that we're going to do along together is going to be the alphabet, so alphabet based. So there you've got a bit of learning in there. Using fingerprints, it's the alphabet and it's animals, okay, and there is a flower and an apple thrown in there, and I thought it would be nice for their bedroom on the wall, something to keep. So we're going to start.
The door of them. With it's A for apple.
We're going to start with A for apple, and Marnie and I are going to do the fingerprint art alphabet on here, and Holly is going to do some other letters from the alphabet. So today together on this live we're going to do A, B, C, D, E and F, and Holly's going to think of other other letters of the alphabet, and then she'll show us at the end. So she's going to work independently, and Marnie and I are going to work along with you to do this fingerprint art. So the first one's the most simple one, and it's just one red fingerprint, okay, and that's going to be A for apple. So Marnie, have you got your finger? Show me your finger. Now an apple's quite round, so we could choose the thumb and the pad of the thumb. Okay, so let's get your thumb in there.
Make sure there's
Ready?
plenty as well.
Plenty on your thumb. You can have a check of it before you put it on the paper to check it's going to be the right shape and things. And we're going to go top left, aren't we? She's going to pat it down. Now, depending on the age of your child, whether you want to get hold of their hand and pat it down and dab it for them. Oh, you've gone for 2 apples. Marnie can do it herself, but if you want to be really accurate, you might have a little baby as well who can't, you know, manipulate exactly where you want them to put it. Just wait a second, please. Just wait a second. You might want to get hold of the finger and just place it down where you want it. Okay, so we've got an apple. And then what we do is once it's dry, you then go back with that black pen I was talking about before, and you do something really, really simple just to add to it to make it look like the item that you want it to be. So we'll leave that to dry, the apple, and we're going to move on. So A, what comes next? A,
B.
B. And what we thought of for B is we thought we would do a butterfly. And a butterfly is a little bit different because it's 4 fingerprints, the one that we're going to try today. So if I just block everything else out, put it in there, can you see? So the 2 top wings we've done blue, and the 2 bottom ones we've done like a pale pink, and then afterwards you just do a line and some dots for the rest of the butterfly. So yeah, this one's a little bit more complicated because you're going to angle those wings. Oh, she's going to use her middle finger for this one. I'm going to angle the wings going upwards. Okay, ready? 1, and then we turn it a little bit. 2, good. So just see how they're sort of facing outwards, both of them. There's your top wings, just wait. Orange and green, a little bit of orange and green. And let's do the bottom wings. So can you get pink on one of your fingers for me? Which finger are you going to use? Maybe your pointing finger is a good one. They've probably got a bit more control in the pointing finger. She's choosing her little finger though, let's see. And you want to direct them exactly where you want them to put it, so then it looks like the butterfly. Well, great job. And, well, oh, I haven't talked about the type of paint. So obviously you can get finger paints, or you could just use normal paint. Now we're using normal paint today. I found, and I don't know why, that finger paints just aren't as sort of bright and as, you know, they don't cover the paper as well. I don't know why, maybe I haven't got the right finger paints, but yeah, this has worked well with just normal paint. Right, next one. Hang on, you've moved on to something there. Can you clean that finger off so we can carry on to where we're up to? So far, have you got an apple and a butterfly? So far, using your little one's fingerprints. Just stop. Going to take our time and see what's next. We've got A, B, C. What did we use for our C?
For cat.
K for cat. So a cat, we're going to do orange, and we're going to do 2 fingerprints. So we're going to do a larger fingerprint for its body, and then maybe the tip of your finger or their finger for the top, for its head, aren't we? So we're going to go next to the butterfly on here. Next to the butterfly. There we go. And on his head. There we go. And then afterwards, when it's dry, you can add little stripes, a tail, some ears, and it does look really cute. So we've got the body there and the head. You might also just want to put a scrap piece of paper or another piece of paper that you're not bothered about just nearby, and then they're going to want to explore a bit more than just doing this really precise piece of artwork, and then they can be, you know, satisfying their want to just mess around really. Have you done some more on there? What's that one?
An elephant.
An elephant, wow. Right, so we've got an A for apple, B for butterfly, C for cat, and we're going to move on to this really cute, I'm going to show you, really cute duck. Can you see this? So the duck is going to be, hang on, oh, which way am I moving my hands? There. The duck is going to be a fingerprint that goes horizontally, and then a little sort of vertical one where its head is. Okay. Oh, well done. She's done the elephant ahead of the game, haven't you? Very good. Right, we're going to get on with our duck. We've used yellow, but of course you can do whatever colours you like for these animals. Cats don't have to be ginger or orange. You can have whatever you like. Right, we're going to use yellow for our duck. Okay, get a thumb maybe this time. No? Okay. Would you just get some more on there? Not quite enough. Here we go. And watch Marnie, we're going to do it this way this time, because the duck's swimming. Okay? There we go. And one for his head. And one for his head. And can you go again? Get some more paint. One on the top. Way! Okay. Use this. We've got a baby wipe at the side of us as well, just to do a finger in between, so we're not mixing colours. Here's a duck. See how they're staggered? There's a fingerprint that way and one up there. And then afterwards you can add like its beak coming out and a little eye and a little wing there as well. So next up, so we've got, can you say the alphabet for me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we've done A, B, C, D. We need to do E next. And Marnie jumped ahead and she's done 3 grey thumb prints. They're quite chunky, all in a row. And the idea is that when they've dried, the middle thumbprint, here it is, the middle thumbprint has the trunk coming out of it and the eyes on it. And of course the other 2 just act as ears. And it'll be really nice to look back on this if they have it up in the bedroom as being their unique fingerprints for this time. You could put the date on the back and then you can look back at that. Holly, remember an animal can just be 1 fingerprint. We just want 1 or 2 fingerprints for each. Sweetheart, okay? Marnie's cracking on here with something else. Just stop. Wipe your finger. Okay. Now the trickiest one that we came across was a flower, but we took on the challenge and we did the petals. So the tip of your finger in the centre And then for the petals, I was rotating the cards each time she put her finger down, and we kept having to get more paint for each one. The flower's just here, and we did a fingerprint and then moved it, fingerprint and then moved it, and we went round like that. So there's our F in the alphabet.
Daddy and us.
Yeah, good idea. So Marnie's gone on to do some more people now.
Us. But I'm sticking to what Mummy said.
Come on, what are you up to there?
So I'm making.
So we'll not go on for the whole alphabet, because obviously that will be 26 different animals or 26 different objects. We're just going to show you some other ideas for other animals further along the line. We've shown you A to F, and Holly's done G. Show us what you've got for G, Hall.
I've done a giraffe, so I've connected lots of thumbprints together.
She's connected lots of thumbprints together to do his really long neck.
And then for the legs, I've used my baby finger.
So for the legs, she went down with her little finger like this.
I only done 3.
And then for his head, I think that's one big thumbprint, is it? Really good. So she's done G.
And now I'm doing T. I'm going to do a tree. So I'm mixing white and black together, and I'm putting some green for the leaves.
Ooh, that sounds good. What else can we show you? So we also thought of S for spider. So that's just one big thumbprint. And then you add on the little tiny legs afterwards. A really fine point Sharpie is a really good idea. And then the next one, we did a turtle or a tortoise, which is, we did green body and a tip of the finger for his head, and then added on those little legs and a tail and a little smiley face.
It's actually gone grey instead of brown.
It has, hasn't it?
So
I said mix orange and green to get. So what do black and white make? Of course, there's colour mixing learning to be done here as well.
grey.
Black and white make grey, and to make brown we said orange and green, but it's actually brown is made by any 3 colours, because it just goes all murky once you go past 2 colours. So you've got some brown here. What do you need?
I'm going to mix a
You're
bit
going to do
of
a
grey.
tree
I'm going to mix a bit of grey into that.
into the brown. That's probably a good idea to get a nice
And you
tree
know
bark.
Vicky.
Oh, do you know, Marnie, that's so lovely.
I miss
So Marnie just off her own back now. What have you done?
Auntie Vicky and Mason.
She's done Auntie Vicky and Mason. So
No,
down here.
No.
Go on, you tell us.
Holly, Marnie, Mummy, and
Grandad, I heard you say.
Grandad and Grandad's always never missed out. Never. And you, Mummy, and me, and Holly, and Daddy,
And you? Is that you?
No, it's Daddy's dad.
Okay, so she's done the whole family, bless her. While I wasn't watching, she's decided to do a little head and a body for each person in our family and extended family. So she's got my sister and our granddad, haven't you?
And our cousin.
And our
called
cousin.
Mason.
So that's lovely.
And did I get up here?
So there's the alphabet, fingerprint art. I'll write a little blog about this afterwards, so you can find out all the different ideas and how to put it all together. I've used card for this just so it'll frame a bit better, but paper's fine. I've showed you the lockdown picture, which is everyone in your family's fingerprint stood at your door, because that's where we've been at home for so long. Okay.
I need the wine.
You need a wipe. Let's get this off right. And then the last thing that we wanted to show you from fingerprint art was bees. We're in Manchester, and obviously the bees are special to us, but it was actually a really quick piece of artwork. What we did, all 3 of us took a turn, and we did thumbprints scattered on a pale blue piece of card. There we go. So it's like the bees are flying around. And then with that real fine point pen, I've gone and added the bits to it afterwards. So I'll just see if you can see this. So there's some wings and like a trail, and of course the stripes on the bee. We haven't finished it, but yeah, there we go.
She's going to show you how to do it.
There we go.
That's why.
So I thought that was really pretty, and that'd be so nice framed, or just put up somewhere in your house. Again, pop the date on there. So Holly's done a bit more fingerprint art.
So I've done 3 big thumbprints, and then I've done loads and loads of my little finger for the leaves.
So she's using different fingers for different parts of the picture, aren't you?
Because usually tree trunks are bigger than leaves.
There you go, you okay?
So,
Right, so there we go, 3 pieces of artwork, just using the little one's unique fingerprints that you can look back on. Thank you, it's alright, it's alright. You can look back on and keep, maybe frame as like a little talking point in your house. And that's it. Well done, girls, you've done a great job, and I love your picture there. And yours. You can crack on now, do whatever you like. Sorry, let me just move something on the screen. Before we go, I just want to say that on Tuesday, my Zoom class has a couple of spaces, and I'd love to see you there. I'm doing a special Zoom class about getting ready for school. So if your little one is maybe starting nursery this September, or they're starting school, big school, whatever, and you want to just have a little look
I'm starting year 2 after the lockdown.
Okay, and you want to have a little look at some of the writing skills and the early writing development that they might need for starting school. I've got a special session all about that. We're going to be using scissors, and we're going to be having a go at holding our pen properly, and little games and things that you could do at home to help get them ready for school. I'm a primary school teacher before I joined Little Learners, so I have a bit of inside info on what they will need to do when they get there. So if you would like to join our Zoom class on Tuesday, just go to Little Learners Manchester North page, and it's right there at the top, the link to book on. Okay, we'd love to see you there. Girls, are you going to say goodbye?
Bye, thank you.
Well done for your fingerprint art, girls.
I only did 2 by the time we finished.
You've done 3, and they're really good. Thanks for your help.
I done 2.
You've done lots. Okay, thank you everyone. Goodbye.